Hi, and thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about rituals and how you can create a ritual that will help you to maintain a pratyahara practice and a relationship with meditation. Now, I've brought some of my favorite things in to show you today. You can see that we have some incense here and a beautiful lithium quartz crystal, a singing bowl, an inspirational book by Rumi, and some beautiful sacred geometry activator cards. These are just some of my favorite ways to get in touch with my spiritual rituals. Your spiritual rituals don't have to look a particular way, and they can invoke any religious artifacts or processes that you want to integrate into them. Some people want to have spiritual rituals that are completely separate from their religious practices, and that's okay. Some people want to integrate them, and that's fine too. I like to create spiritual rituals around contemplative practices, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Some things that help me to feel connected to my present moment and grounded and embodied in my experience are things that bring in the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And these items that I've brought to share with you today, they embody these elements to help me to feel more connected and embodied in the experience I'm going through right now. This lithium quartz is a beautiful example of a very healing crystal that helps me to feel connected and peaceful in my experience. I use this beautiful lithium quartz for several reasons. It has wonderful properties that help to regulate the blood pressure and the cardiopulmonary system. And it helps me to feel calm and connected when I'm working with people in yoga therapy sessions. I like to place it next to my computer on my desk, and sometimes I reach out and touch it just to create a connection there, release some energy. Quartz is an excellent conduit for energy, and it can help you to transfer energy that's no longer serving you. And don't forget to cleanse and clear your quartz crystals in the moonlight, on a full moon, or in a salt bath. Another thing that I like to bring in is incense. Incense brings in that element of air and ether and a fragrant smell of earth. Incense can help set the tone or the mood for contemplative practices. This singing bowl is one of the very first singing bowls that I ever got, and it represents the root chakra. This singing bowl is an important part of my contemplative practices, and it helps me to feel grounded and embodied in my experience. I keep a tiny piece of obsidian in the center of the singing bowl. The reason I do that is because obsidian has the property of taking and holding any negative energy that might be present in the environment. This little book of poems by Rumi can always help me to find inspiration. That helps to remind me that these experiences that we have as spiritual beings are universal. These sacred geometry cards are really fantastic if I want to sort of look into the future or explore possible meanings that are coming up for me in my interactions. This particular set comes with a book and instructions on how to use them, but you can really use them any way you like. You can simply draw a card, contemplate it, and then perhaps journal about it. These are excellent ways to connect to your spiritual practice and your spiritual ritual. And sometimes integrating these types of objects and things will help to put you in the right frame of mind to sit for contemplative pratyahara. This helps us to fall back into those states of meditation and remembering that establish us in self-realization.